If you want your clothing brand to stand out in 2025 going into 2026, you need to understand your competitors. Even if you don't think you have any competitors, I guarantee that you do. Even if these competitors are your friends. If they exist in your industry and you compete for market share, then they're your competitor. A solid competitive analysis helps you spot market gaps and position your brand strategically. How do you create a unique selling proposition or USP or value proposition if you don't know what makes you unique in the first place in comparison to competitors? There are 3 key steps for understanding your competitors. The first is demographic and psychographic profiling. Basically, who's buying from your competitor? If you can figure out their age, income, lifestyle, and values, you'll have the full picture of what your target audience likes to do, what they look like, how old they are, where they are. And it will also give you a better understanding of the culture they're in, beyond just what they spend their money on. The next step is behavior analysis. What drives the customers to buy and what keeps them loyal? Maybe it's product quality. Maybe it's the unboxing experience and follow-up experience. Some customers want to feel like they're the VIP. For some brands, customers just want their package as fast as possible and don't care as much about the experience. Customers of some brands want to feel like they're a part of a community. So having a sign-up page on the brand website where people can create an account and connect with other customers is important for them. The third key step for competitive analysis is trend monitoring. Staying on top of trends will allow you to easily identify when any big shifts happen within your industry or sub-niche. Also in 2025, we are entering this crazy age of AI. AI agents are the talk of the town, and it seems like every month some new big AI innovation comes through that has the potential to completely shake up the fashion industry and e-commerce altogether. Nike is a perfect example of a brand that puts all of this together and takes action on it. They didn't just build a great brand, they studied where competitors were weak and used that insight to dominate the athletic wear space. Competitive analysis isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that keeps you ahead of the game. If you're really serious about standing out in a crowded market, that is where a SWOT analysis comes into play. It's one of the most simple but powerful frameworks for evaluating your brand or your competition from every angle. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What gives your brand an edge? What's holding you back? What external trends can you leverage? And what external risks could hurt your business? Breaking all of these down will help you pinpoint gaps that you can capitalize on. Here's how it works. 1. Strengths. Look at what your competitors are doing right and why customers choose them. Are they known for luxury appeal, influencer marketing, or innovative design? Back to the Nike example, Nike's strength is in its brand power and emotional storytelling. Customers don't just buy shoes or athletic wear, they buy into a mindset. Just do it. Next, weaknesses. Where are competitors falling short? Every brand has weaknesses. Are their products overpriced? Is their branding outdated? Do they struggle with customer service or inventory issues? A specific example, many legacy luxury brands are slow to adopt digital marketing, leaving room for more savvy brands to take market share. In 2017, Facebook ads for small clothing brands absolutely exploded, and a lot of people became very rich. Now, luxury brands have fully adopted social media, long-form and short-form content. So putting up a mock-up of a shirt on Facebook and running an ad to it does not work like it used to. But that's a perfect example of that time gap where small brands had an opportunity to take a lot of that market share from the luxury brands, while the luxury brands were taking their sweet time to adapt. Next, the O in SWOT, opportunities. How can you outperform your competitor? Look for gaps in the market, shifting consumer trends, and new tech. Basically, just stay up to date with trends, keep your ear to the ground, and actively look for opportunities to innovate. For example, the rise of sustainable fashion, it's huge right now. Everybody is talking about sustainable fashion, even if people aren't necessarily wearing sustainable fashion. But the rise of sustainable fashion has created opportunities for small brands to compete against the big brands. A lot of big brands do not want to mess up their supply chain. They don't want to change their manufacturer. They don't want to risk spending and wasting a lot of money changing the materials of a product that already sells really well just to make it sustainable. And then threats. What could hurt your brand? This includes external challenges like economic downturns, supply chain disruptions, or aggressive new competitors. For example, the rise of AI-powered fashion brands that automate the design and marketing could disrupt traditional brands that don't keep up, especially for streetwear and fast fashion styles. It's now basically impossible to just start a fast fashion clothing line and compete with all of these AI-powered Alibaba brands. So that is a threat to those types of streetwear brands. This was sort of a threat to me, but the way that I am overcoming it is by focusing more on my personal brand as the founder, creating a unique aesthetic and story for my clothing brand, and then tying it all in together. So it's not fast fashion. I do small runs, very exclusive. I am now putting my brand in a completely different category than all of the AI powered fast fashion brands, which to me is kind of like the new TikTok brand. Back in 2022, all of these small independent TikTok brands started just blowing up doing puff print hoodies and things like that. That has come and gone, in my opinion, because now people have Malengo and Pietra and Midjourney and Stable Diffusion, all of these platforms that allow you to generate AI mock-ups of images or add your garment to a model using AI. It's all changing very rapidly. So to tie it all back in to the video, threats, yes. Never get complacent and always make sure that you are really working on the brand, even if it's making money, even if you outsource the marketing. Remain in the brand and remain passionate about the brand so that way you can stay up to date with all these trends and tech, economic changes, especially if you live in the US. Wow, what a time to be an American. Anyway, I digress. In a future video, I will show you how to use ChatGPT to create a SWOT analysis for yourself or for a competitor. Like and subscribe if you want to see that. If you want access to all of my resources, like my PDFs and my whiteboards, you can access them in my school community. We just passed 50 members. It's going to be free for the first 100 members. So if you're interested in that type of thing, definitely jump on that now before I paywall it. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.